What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We are here at Raw with Renika, and today on my show, I have the King. King West is in the building.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate this.
Man, it's a blessing, man. It's a
Yeah,
blessing.
and I
Thank
see
you,
you brought your beautiful queen over there.
man.
We can't see her, but he brought his wife. I think that's dope. They here together. She's supporting him.
Yep,
That's two beautiful
that's
people
my.
that aren't on camera.
That's she's actually
Oh yeah.
she's actually my
I was
wife is
talking
here.
about.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's what's up. All right. Well, thank you, wife, for letting him come on the show. That means she had to say, yeah, you can go. So while I got you here, first of all, let me say excuse my voice. I've been excusing it since we've been doing the show because my voice has been trying to go out. It's already deep and raspy. I don't know what it's doing. So I went to the doctor. I'm drinking tea. They said it could be allergies. I don't know, but I'm still here. I'm still doing my show.
Hey.
Whether I sound like Renika or Rico, I'm still here to do the show.
I think I'm. They know it's you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So anyway, King, you are one of the most well-known actors in the city.
Mhm.
Tell us a little bit about some of the projects you've been on, and name some of the projects you've been on, and how you feel about it. Like,
Okay. Just more recently, I just had a premiere like 2 Sundays ago.
yeah,
For Ear to Ear.
and I missed it. I'm sorry, I was in Texas.
It's all right, man. Shout out to Dime. Shout out to Jay. I just got word that it'll be on Tubi real soon.
Yeah, I saw that today. I'll definitely be
Um,
watching.
Yep. But my film debut, it started, what was it, 2012,
Okay.
2013. I did a project. It was a short film entitled Dream Big.
Okay.
Shout out to the homie Sino. He cast me for that, and that was like the first like movie that I got cast for.
Where can I see that at? Because I've never heard
It's
of
in
it.
his archives. He hasn't
Okay.
released it on no platform.
Well, what are you waiting on?
Man, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to talk him into like shooting it and things like that. But Dream Big was the first one. I've done True Law. True Law. Shout out to Dennis Reed. That was his
Yeah.
first. His first. I gotta laugh at that project because this was when our city was just like breaking off into the major premieres and things of
Yeah.
that nature. And we had like this crazy situation that happened at that premiere at True Law,
Oh, wow.
where the movie didn't play.
What?
Yeah, I'm talking about
Did it end up playing at all, or
No.
what?
We had sold out, like
Oh my
sold out. Just it
gosh.
was so lit. It was just like, man, he handled it the best way that he knew how. It was over at
Okay.
the Star. But since then, True Law, I've been in. I think it's, man, I can't think of my IMDb.
Now
It's
you
been
just
like
did something recently also
Yeah.
called Candy,
Candy. Yep.
which I watched that.
Actually, that was back in 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
just recently put that on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shout
I
out to the
watch it.
Isabel brothers.
I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to choosing different roles in movies, how do you go about that? And has there ever been a project presented to you where you were like, no, I'm not going to do this for whatever reason?
There has, and it's just been by choice. And me and my team, my wife, and
I
and
love that. My team, my wife.
me and my wife, right?
My
That's the
husband better
team.
be listening.
That's the team, right? She said she doesn't. She's supportive of me doing, pursuing my dream.
Mhm.
She just don't want me to box myself into a
Yeah.
certain like genre and a certain stigma. She's like, baby, because your range is just like ridiculous.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? So I've turned down some roles,
Mhm.
and it's not. And shout out to the directors and the producers that have like recently over the years, reached out to me to do these projects, and I turned it down.
Mhm.
It's not on no big guy stuff or nothing like that. It's just that I got a resume full of that,
Yeah.
and I can reincarnate a bad guy. I can reincarnate the street guy. I can reincarnate the characters. It's just I rather because of age purposes, right?
Mhm.
And that's why I'm in the gym a lot, to
Mhm.
keep my appearance
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all both look very nice too.
Thank you. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stretch myself.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So I have been turning down some work, but um, that's just for purposes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not there's nothing more than that. It's not because of not wanting to work with a certain producer or a certain director, something like that.
Is there any what is there any like roles that you really enjoy playing or a role that you would love to play that you haven't done so far?
Definitely, I definitely want to be a superhero. I
Okay.
definitely want to be a superhero. I definitely want to do.
Would you want to fly? Like, what superpower would you want to have?
Let me think. I definitely. I just want to be the strong guy.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? The strong, fast guy. Um, and I guess because a lot of people don't know this about me, like I'm very good with numbers. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So I guess I could be like a Doctor X, a stronger version of Doctor X from
Oh,
X Men.
okay.
You know, just the modern day Doctor X.
Now, in Candy, you played the role of a father.
Yeah.
In any way at all relatable to the type of father you are in, real life?
Uh, in a sense, yes, but in a sense, no. And
Okay.
I'm gonna start by the no part is uh Quincy, the father that I played. He was the thug that just completely just turned his life around
Mhm.
abruptly um due to certain circumstances and things of that nature. Me personally, I do come from the streets, and I'm going to be forever be street. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's just you got to know how to carry yourself. You know what I mean? I don't have to walk in and just say, "Hey, my nigga," whatever, whatever. I ain't got to talk like that. But one thing about it, two things for sure. My presence will, I know
Yeah.
how to handle myself on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So my wife she just shakes her head. She probably shaking her head over there now, like, yeah, there's no changing that guy.
Now, being an actor, a businessman, and in the entertainment business, how do you handle when you're in situations and you don't like how something is being presented to you, maybe about a character that you're playing, or just when you're doing business with the director or producer? How do you handle that and stay professional?
Just communicating.
Mm.
You know what I mean? If it's something that abruptly just stirs me, I take a moment, a respective moment, very respectively, and pull that person to the side that I have that might be
Mhm.
feeling some type of way about, and just to get some clarification because just knowing how life is now is there is no right and wrong.
Mhm.
It's all in perspective. So I need me where I'm at now. I'm more so concerned with understanding like how did we get to this point. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So if Renika is feeling this type of way, it's not. I'm not going to greet you with aggression because
Okay.
that's not going to solve what we
Yeah.
need to do. You bring me onto your project, and and things you just have one of those days. You know how it can get.
Yeah.
We try to cram everything into 10 to 14 days and things of that nature. Things get shook up. Irritability rises. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
it's
definitely
nothing.
true.
It's nothing personal.
Mhm.
So I just say, hey sis, you know, when we get a moment, if we can we get a moment, just something briefly. Let's just hear each other out, just real brief. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, and just air that out and put that behind. You
that's
know what I'm saying. We
cool.
don't we don't we don't stand on. Well, I don't stand on like just BS. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I got a job to do, you got a job to do. We can talk it out, and if we can't talk it out, then it's like, well, it's like
Now, do you have any ideas for projects of your own that you think you do in the future soon, or you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
What is under your cap?
Right now, I actually have shout out to my father-in-law. He's a writer. I actually have a project that he gave me, and it's entitled "The Lost Cause,"
Oh, okay.
and it's about a hitman that got kidnapped at birth.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
I'm gonna leave it right there because it's a thriller.
Hmm.
It's a thriller drama and it's suspense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So right now it's two characters that have been casted, and
Okay.
that's myself and Diesel.
That's what I was going to ask you. Are
Yep.
you going to play a part in it,
Yeah.
or are you just
Yeah.
going to be a part of the, producing, directing?
Yep. This is I'm definitely I'm the lead character. His name is Antonio. Diesel, he's a very intricate role. I'm not going to just unclaim, reveal that just at the moment. But I am going to tap over into I'm a co-direct this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna produce it. I'm a co-director because I definitely want to spend more time on focusing on the character aspect of it.
Okay.
And yeah.
Now, from time to time, I may catch you doing like going live on Facebook, and you be dropping gems for people about life or just different things about acting, and you just be speaking your mind and speaking your truths. And what makes you do that? And do you feel like it's something that needs to be done more often by more people?
Um, what makes me do it
Mm-hmm.
is I feel like I'm gonna go to hell if I don't do it.
Why?
Because it's on my heart. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And um I I just enjoy helping people. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Most of the times what you're gonna hear me the disposition that you're gonna hear me speak from is definitely something that you could benefit from in one form or another. I'm not ever like bashing something.
Mm-hmm.
Um I have been in that space before, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ever bashing nothing. I'm more so trying to educate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's part of the ship. You know what I
Okay.
mean? As you edified me in the beginning, one of the more uh, renowned actors of the city. Um, that's a responsibility that I'm gonna take on, and I'm not gonna take lightly. You know,
Now, have you ever thought about being a mentor?
I'm doing a kind of like a form of it. It's not like an official title. Um, Shout out to Cam, like Cameron Cottrell. He's been like under my
Yeah, hey Cam.
he's been under my mentorship in a sense
Mhm.
for shoot, it's what 4 or 5 years now.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, bro, it was it's a funny story, man. Um, I would find myself posting certain things on social media, and it was like he was duplicating this before I even talked to him about it or even took him in it or anything. And he was just like copying the same exact thing that I was posting, word for word, like hashtag for hashtag, things of that nature. And it was irritating me at first,
What?
but see, that's when I began to look at things as from a position of leadership. Like, wait a
Okay.
minute, why is he doing this?
Yeah.
Okay, so I called him out on it one day right after a stage play I did. I said, bro, what's up with this? You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, bro, it's just, I just look at you in this light. So
Mm.
then and right then and there, I'm like, wait a minute, I he's probably the only one to feel like this, but
Yeah.
he's probably the only one bold enough to even
To
speak
yeah.
up and admit it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I took it. I said, okay, well, bro, well, listen, um, let's sit down, let's talk, let's put you out, let's try to set you up a game plan, just customized to you, because what worked for me may not work for you.
Mhm.
I don't want you to feel like I'm a false flag
Yeah.
because it's not working for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I want you to be the genuine you. I want people to accept you for you. I want things to happen for you in your season when they supposed to, not just oh man, I'm imitating Wes. No, I
Yeah.
want you to be Cam 100%. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the mentor, I guess it's already in. It's just not an official brand, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's already happening.
Now you're into physical fitness.
Yes.
Do you train other people? Do you, because you be in the gym every day working out, I catch you going live sometime and everything like that. Like, what got you to that? Is it just, because you want to look good? Is it for your health? All of the above? You know what I'm saying?
When I hit 35, it was just for me looking good.
Okay. At least you kept it 100.
Like I'm gonna keep it 100. Like I ain't got to be the strongest guy in the gym, but I'm gonna be the respectable guy in the gym.
Yeah.
I got a beautiful lady over there to handle. So
Yes, yes, she's
you know, it,
yeah, she nice.
it's a nice situation though. It's a situation. So I gotta come right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like it feel good when I step out the shower and she look at me like,
yeah,
if I'm walking to the kitchen and she groped me, like it just feels good. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
might talk a little smack about it, but like, girl,
yeah.
leave my butt alone. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, nigga, them extra squats you did is through.
Yeah,
You know what
y'all
I'm saying?
both walked in looking very nice. I said, okay, couple, okay.
But
The dream team.
when I was like 10 when I started working out.
Really?
I was 10.
At 10 years old, what made you even think about working out? Like,
It was a guy. My niece's favorite uncle. His name, rest in peace, Martin. Uh, he was just like physically fit, but he
mhm.
was like he could run fast. He was like cocky, stocky, like and he could fight. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I wanted to look like I didn't want to just beat up on the people because
Right.
he was messing some people up. But I just wanted to be the guy that was just in shape. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And by me being as tall as I was, I had to learn my body structure. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So and yeah. So
That's how it
it's
came
been
about.
yeah, since I was 10 and I just kind of like stuck with it. You know, I went to the military and that's when I really started putting on size because back then I was like really small. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So yeah.
I think that, and I can't speak for every woman, but you know how when some men lift weights, they get way too big, like way too big. Like
She not
it's
gonna let me do that.
yeah, it's only a certain point, like fit good and toned and nice, have your cuts, but you don't gotta be like picking up the whole table right now, walking off with it. Like, yeah, I don't like all
Yeah,
of that.
she not gonna do that. My best friend, her name is Lania. Yeah.
Okay.
She used to tell me, she's like, "Now look, don't be getting all big, walking around looking like you stink." I'm like, I'm like, no, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that.
So, King, tell me in the audience something about you that we don't know.
I'm really a study.
Okay.
Like, despite the shell that you see me in,
Mm-hmm.
um, I think my kids, my younger kids, I think all my kids probably didn't figured it out by now.
Mm-hmm.
Because they like I gotta constantly repeat myself to them. So
Yeah.
it's like, dang.
So you one of those dads that just be talking like, I see it, sit down.
Yeah, man. I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I'm more I'm very understanding. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the people have labeled me an asshole. Is that okay if I
Yeah.
say that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're solid.
Okay, yeah. People
Also, Renika, you have some hot water next to you.
Thank you. You brought me that.
No,
Uh,
someone did.
thank you for my throat.
yeah,
That's so nice.
I've been labeled the asshole for some odd reason.
They say that about Scorpios, though.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you a story. Just recently, when I did ear to ear, um, we going right into getting our wardrobe. Shout out to Damo, the executive producer. We go into the store where we go to pull clothes from, and she pulls me to the side, like, bro, you know what? See, I feel bad, but I gotta say this. She's like, you cool than a motherfucker. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm like, huh? She's like, no, man, like man, like I don't think you understand how much people respect you. I thought you was just gonna be this high side and it's a ditty because I'm
Are
like,
you a very outspoken person? Because most Scorpios that I know, we speak our mind, and I think
oh
that's
yeah,
where
yeah, oh yeah,
the perception of assholes come
oh
from.
yeah. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm just not the season that I'm in now. I'm I'm cool like to the
Mm-hmm.
point where I don't have to like make you feel like bullshit, like shitty about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just I just know how to I know how to
Yeah.
just cut that off,
Yeah.
and be cool with it. Like I still speak,
Mm-hmm.
but this shit that we going, it still got to go on over here.
Yeah.
So I'm just that's not me, and I got to do that for me because I'm number one. You know what I mean? I gotta be here for her. I gotta be there for my family. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with it. And some people they feel like they get us skewed. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay.
Now let's talk about that. You just touched on family, if you don't mind. As a man, what do you feel like you should be doing to respect your family, respect your wife, protect them? Like in your mind, what exactly is it that a man provides for a family or brings to the table for his family?
As a man, the first thing that you I feel like you should have to be you got to be the demonstration of
Mhm.
structure
Mhm.
and really be transparent. You got to stay transparently uncomfortable because you got to teach your offsprings. You got to show your wife that life is gonna crumble you at times. As a man, do we fold? It we're not supposed. They teach us that we're not supposed to fold. It's a matter, and that's what's great about family, right? That you can really fall, but then your son can pick you up, your wife can pick you up, your daughter can pick you up, your mother-in-law can pick you up, your father-in-law can pick you up. Just the atmosphere alone can pick you up. So if you stay transparent with your family, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling.
Yeah, and why is it so hard for men to do that, to be transparent with their women?
The stereotype.
You know, they feel like they can't tell you what's going on, how they feel, their feelings. Men don't cry, you know, different things like that.
That's because that's the upbringing. You know, like I just had my son, my youngest son. He can be he's emotional, but what I reassure him when he gets into that, when he wants to cry, I let him cry, but I also say, listen, you don't have to cry about this situation because of this.
Yeah.
Or okay, how do you feel? Did you get that off you? You know what I'm saying? So what happens is, if we don't do that, we start to like hurt them in the future. Like people, man, don't cry. Shut up, man up. This. So so they grow up and they get into relationships, and you know, the wife or the significant other, you know, they looking for this communication or this transparency, and they're not giving it to them. Why? Because they don't know how to deliver it. Because they wasn't brought up that way. You know what I'm saying? So you have to teach your kids. You have to, you know, allow yourself to be transparent. You know, if feeling emotional, let it out. Crying does not show weakness. It releases pain. You know what I'm saying? So if a man has a problem releasing pain in front of his kids or in front of his wife, it shouldn't have to take death to bring that out of you.
Yeah.
Like if it don't feel good, my brother, I'm not saying you got to just cry about everything. What I'm saying, if it touch you, you know, and you had your moment, but then you balance it out and you communicate through it. So therefore, she's seeing the strength, like, because it's more that resonates strength more. You know, I think if a woman could see and he can talk to you and explain what his pain is coming from, that means, man, he's trusting me.
And I think that the woman will feel better and be able to help you more and understand and know, you know, what to do for you, know when to back off, know when to be there, know when to, you know, because
y'all smarter than us anyway.
Yeah, would you say that? Thank you.
I mean, y'all smarter. Women are naturally smarter than men anyway. Honestly, they think with the opposite 2/3 of the opposite 2/3 of the brain than men do. You know, we've all heard men have tunnel vision. Yeah,
you get focused on something, that's it.
And here we go. So the women think with the opposite 2/3, and that's what we hear in the relationship situation. Oh man, she nagging me, bro.
I hate that. Like, I mean, okay, because I'm not saying that a woman can't nag and don't nag, but a lot of times it's just her communicating her feelings, and you're taking it as nagging because you don't like what she's saying to you and coming to you with. But really, I'm just communicating with you, or she's communicating with you. She's being open and honest about her feelings about a situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's not always about nagging. And then if you listen, it might really help you out.
Man, 9 times out of 10 is gonna help you out. See, I was raised by strong women. I was raised by my grandmother, my mama, and my sister. Yeah, I had an older brother. He kept me that, you know, he gave me that manly balance. You know what I'm saying? My father, he walked out when I was 8. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to, like, my mom gave me game early. And not that I'm saying that I ran it on my wife, but I did what I was supposed to do.
Okay, and it worked.
She the only thing I didn't do, and she just as what she held me accountable, I didn't speak up back then. Yeah. I'm like, I probably wasn't ready back then. Yeah. You probably wasn't ready back then. But she said, listen, you keep your teeth nice. You know what I'm saying?
I see him over there too. I was gonna compliment you, but I ain't want her to be mad. Like, get off my man's teeth.
You keep your teeth nice. You keep the teeth nice, and you keep your shoes clean.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So, crispy. Okay, King.
And you start there, and the conversation can. And sister gave me this one. She said, Wes, you gotta learn how to talk. I'm like, Chris, I do know how to talk. She's like, no, I know you know how to talk to me because that's been my best friend since I was like my older sister, like forever, right? She's like, no, you got to be able to talk more than just talking to me, you know, because your little friends back when I was way super young. She's like, your little friends, they tell you don't really talk because it's already understood. You know what I'm saying?
So that's good. Coming up, you had good communication with the women in your life already. Yeah. I'm quite sure it as you got older, your relationships with women that you had outside of your home.
Yeah. I was able to confidently have a conversation. Yeah. Like most men aren't confident. They have to have 10 things to make them feel confident when they sit in front of a woman that they after. Like a lot of times I see it all the time and I'm like, that's not gonna last.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like that's cool. That's a bonus. Yeah. But look, a woman, a real woman that has listen,
talk about it.
Let me help you understand, right? All women like to be taken care of, whether they can provide for themselves or not, right? Cool. But a real woman isn't looking for somebody to take care of her. She's looking for that companionship that she can grow old with. Yeah. So it like, because we all look how we look now, but 50 years we all gonna look different.
Yeah.
So
that's even 10.
Might even 10, depending on how you taking care of yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you got to be able to have that conversation. You got to be able to listen to the small things.
Well, we're going to talk about the small things when we come back from this break.
All I know is my uncle told me, you gotta lay low in this business. That'd be the first thing to get you knocked off.
Crackhead broke in one night, shot my brother and his wife. I was in the back sleep, but the gunshots is what woke me up.
But all that you doing around here, this ain't the place for it. That's gonna get you killed.
Look, I don't know how to sell drugs.
It's easy. All you gotta do is buy it for one price and sell it for another. You pay your people, and then you keep the change. You're smart, you'll get the hang of it.
You did this to me, didn't you?
I will definitely be getting to the bottom of all of this.
You do that. I'll give you a week. Just 1 week.
And then what?
And right now, somebody's out to me, Auntie. And if they can't get to me, they gonna get to you.
If anybody I care about, you heard? I'm coming for you.
Likewise.
You are gonna stay in school. You are going to be a lawyer. You cannot be a part of his shit.
We are already a part of his shit.
Shit is getting old out here in these streets. It's time to be out with the old and in with the new.
So did you always know that you wanted to be a lawyer?
Yeah, my whole life, actually.
Just saying, man. If I get caught up, man, it's 3 for me. That's life.
I'm just saying, what the fuck we need her for? She ain't nothing but a college brat.
Last time you was show, that can't happen again. But if it does, I swear, I will close this raggedy motherfucker down.
Kill that bitch.
All right, welcome back to Raw with Renika. Right before break, we were going to be educated by King on the small things that makes a woman happy. So go on and break it down, sir.
Man, like when we talk about small things, like from the time that woman will wake up next to you, you know, if y'all staying in the same house, or even if you're not, and you got to pay attention to those. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Down to like, it just, you got to hear it. Like, okay, shoot, is okay. She walked to the bathroom. She go pee. Because y'all know y'all be peeing like crazy.
You gonna make me spit my water out.
Right? And then, if you just pay attention, I think I got a big kudos. The last big kudos I got was just bringing a certain pizza home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she had talked about it was a couple of weeks, and it was just, I just didn't pass in that direction of that pizza spot. But this one day, I was just like, man, let me just go over here and go get this pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And she had stopped talking about it that week, and it was just like, ta-da, you know what I'm saying? And it's just certain things that you just have to, the gestures, it's not always, it's comes to make the cake.
Now, I want to ask you about this, if you don't mind me asking. And if I ask you anything that you don't want to answer, please let me know.
It's an open book with me.
Okay. So you say your dad walked out of your life. I think you said at 8?
Yep.
8 years old. So with that happening to you, how did that affect you as a man? Well, at that time you were a boy, but growing older, how did it affect you mentally? Where is how you felt about being a father, how you felt about being a husband, or whatever he was to your mother? I don't know if they were still married or what. Like, how did that affect you? And how does it still affect you to this day?
I'm gonna start from where it has affected me still to this day.
Okay.
It gives me every day I wake up, it gives me the motivation to understand that I have to leave an impression. I have to leave not just like tangible things, not just money, not just businesses, not just things. I got to leave them with something that they're gonna always think about, and that I know that they are gonna pass on. You know what I mean? From experiences, just from conversations, just from hugs when it's when they not feeling their best. You know what I'm saying? So when I had my first son in 2000, like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know.
How did you figure it out?
I'm still figuring it out. These kids, they don't come with instructions. Everyone is different. And I have 7. Not all of them are, from me, but I have 7. So I'm still figuring it out because they're different.
Yes.
My oldest son, he's autistic. By a lot, my oldest from me is, he's autistic. His name is Cameron.
Now, is he on the spectrum, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah.
Okay. I know all about autism.
Yeah. The oldest, which is Shauna's, and Shauna's oldest, he'd be 25. Like, he goes through different things. So it's just a bunch of kids that I'm trying to learn, and I juggle. So you have to. My mom she taught me this. Said, you're gonna love all your kids differently.
That's absolutely true.
But it's gonna be equally. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to show some kids a little bit harder disciplinary actions, and you're gonna have to talk to other kids more on the mental aspect. You know what I mean? So where I'm at now, where I was, coming up, like, I was winging it, and thank God that I did meet Shauna at the time. She had Kamari and Maya. They're 17 and 16 now. I met them, they were 3 and 4. You know what I'm saying? So I was winging it, like, trying to be just me, like, not really a dad figure, just the man figure. You know what I'm saying? The dad figure is now what I'm stepping into.
Now, I'm going to ask you about that because you're a stepfather or whatever. How did you deal with that, becoming a stepfather? Because a lot of men aren't open to that. They don't want to date women with children. And like, if she got kids, I ain't trying to be bothered with no kids.
Why?
And different things. I don't know. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times when a woman is out here dating and she have children, some of them might not even be looking for you to play dad,
Right.
to their child, because the father may still very well be a part of the children's life. I'm just here to date you, have fun, have a good time with you, and that's it. That's all. But for you coming into a relationship with a woman who already had children, how did you find it easy to just love on the kids and grow a bond with them and become close with them?
It wasn't easy.
Okay.
It wasn't like knowing what I wanted to as far as the relationship.
Because were they open to you? Because
They were
sometimes kids be
cool.
like,
They was
"Gotta get out of
cool.
here."
They was cool.
Wife, you
But
don't mind me asking?
they
Okay.
no, they was cool. It wasn't. I'm still king
Yeah.
today. Dad is dad.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, even though I feel like I'm there day after day and been there and ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I respect how they feel.
Yeah.
I'm not here to pound nothing into no child's head, but I do show structure, and they understand, they see, they know, and that's just where they at as kids. You know what I'm saying? So I don't trip on the title. Like I said, my job is to leave the impression. Like, you know, I when they have problems, I know who they come to.
Yeah.
You know, when they need clarity, I know who they come to. When they need the raw, the real, I know who they come to.
Yeah.
I know they ain't picking up a phone to make that happen.
Yeah.
They tapping in, and if they is, they calling their grandma.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't trip on the title.
I think it takes a very special man. And the reason why I say this is because I see so many men who do not accept outside children. But I think it takes a very special man. Like my dad, that's my ride or die. Like for real. Like, and I don't even want to say he my stepfather. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not my stepfather. That's my daddy.
Right.
Period.
Right.
He raised me. He's been there for me. Like people wouldn't even know unless I tell them, you know. And he's never, in all the years of my life, and I ain't gonna go into my age, but he's never introduced me to anyone or said, "This is my stepdaughter."
Nah.
It's always been like, "This is my baby. This is my daughter."
That I'm never introducing my kids as
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like
I've heard my daughter Maya say it to her friends, "This is my stepdad."
Mhm.
Honestly, it choked me up a little bit, but I chin check myself because there's a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My son Mari, this my pops, this is my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, and the flip side of it is Mari gives me the most trouble. You know what I'm saying? And me and him, we've had our times where it like things have gotten physical a little bit, but it's all out
Sometimes
of
you gotta
with
choke
them
'em up
boys.
a little bit.
With the boys, it has to be that way. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be that way, but sometimes it gets that way. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But it's all out of love, and it's all out of, hey, listen, I want the world to whoop on you. I don't want that to happen for you. So I need you to pay attention now before you step off over there. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I just try to be everything that I felt I missed out on with my dad, you know, with my old dude. You know what I mean? My older brother and my older sister and even some of their friends compliment my dad to the fullest. Like, I know
Really?
I know where that 3.7 where I graduated high school come from.
Mhm.
I know how fast I retain things. I know where that comes from.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, damn.
Now, with him walking away from you when you were such a small child, do you feel like a piece of you is missing ever at all?
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. It's
Do you know where he is or
no, he's
or
passed away.
anything? Oh, I'm
He's
sorry.
Yeah, last
Sorry to
time I
hear
seen
that.
the last memory I had of my old dude, I was 8 years old. I don't disclose my age, but you know what I'm saying? It was,
I know you're 25.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, 17 years ago, that's when he walked away. You know what I'm saying? No, that last image, man, was just everything. You know, he didn't look back when I watched him walk up the street, left out the house,
That's
and he walked up the
crazy.
street, and he just never looked back. And then I heard a phone call. This was back when we had house phones. He did call, and him and my mom got into an argument. And he told my mom, I don't know if the nigga was high, I don't know what the fuck he was on. He told my mom that I wasn't his kid. I heard him. I had the phone here, and I had my hand on the mute button.
Mhm.
And he told my mom I wasn't his and all that. So I just hung the phone up, and
He probably was trying to hurt your mother, though.
yeah, but he hurt me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I immediately went, nigga, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, and by that time, it was like 4 or 5 years later. I'm like 12, 13 years old. So now I'm just like, all right, let me figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I look more to my older brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? By that time, it is crazy. At 8 years old, I was an uncle.
Mm.
Yeah, so I just started, and I seen certain things that my brother was going through with my niece's family, and it really like it fucked with me.
Okay.
Like it was that's a whole nother story, but it really fucked with me. And but I was cool because I had the father figure role that I had. It came from my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I was seeing how he was, you know, at 18, because he's 10 years exactly older than me. I was seeing how he was handling this, you know what I'm saying, the situations, and he didn't know that because he was still a kid.
Yeah.
And
now let me ask you this. Speaking of children, with you being an actor, Hollywood status, king, how does the kids feel about you being an actor? How does the family, just in general, like, how do they feel about you being an actor? These red carpet movie premieres, suited and booted, as I saw on social media. What are the kids like? Yeah, you know my daddy act. He like Denzel.
I don't hear those conversations.
But I bet you they have them though.
I guarantee they probably.
I bet you they have them.
I do. Like my youngest kids, I hear more from them. Like, remember Cass, like from Price of Love. Her and Trey. That's my Cass is my youngest daughter. Trey is my youngest son.
I really like Price of Love.
They like that scene where I'm sitting at the desk and I slide the sword out. So my daughter, she holds her hand with the butter knife and she goes, she slides her hands. I say, what are you doing? She's like, you know what I'm doing.
Do any of them talk to you about acting or being in any movies or anything like that themselves?
None of them, but I know Cass is ready.
What about your wife? Are you interested?
She said no.
And you love it though. You love what you do.
This is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really, truthfully, I'm really a director that knows how to act.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it.
I like that. A director that knows how to act. Speaking of director, we had Kamal here last week, and he did something for me. And I think after the break, I'm going to have you do the same thing if you're up for it. The challenge.
I'm really excited.
Let's work.
Roll this window down, Terrence.
So scandalous, so corrupt.
So fantasy like this really is. It's a fantasy, or is this really you?
Since my brother's death, you've brought nothing but drama to my family.
We really just need to get to the bottom of this.
This entire family, from my mother to Tammy, is mentally ill, and that's why I live the way I live.
I need you to find out who these two are, and those two girls that was with Candace too.
You honestly think that she can help someone else before she helps her own mental illness?
You did it. I think she's trying to have dog take the rap for it.
You probably did it. He's the one that left the scene. Everybody in this room loves Terrence enough not to kill him.
Don't stop because I'm dead.
All right. While we were on break, you quoted something that Denzel Washington said. I would like for you to say it on the show.
Once you realize what God has given you as a gift, and once you understand that it's not too hard, it's going to be pulling behind your hearse, then and only then will you leave it all here.
That's deep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's deep. Now, I know when Denzel said it, he meant it in his own way. What did you take from that?
That's why I give effortlessly. I was just that question, the same question was just asked to me. Kind of, it was just formatted different. My wife, she stays on my head about this, so it's dope that she here. Like, I give effortlessly. Like, if I rock with you, I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm looking for nothing in return.
I think that's a Scorpio thing too.
It's just
that's how I am.
how I am, man. Like, I don't like my name attached to half-ass shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm your friend, nigga, I'm not the half-ass friend.
Yeah.
If I'm your goon, I'm not the you know what I'm saying?
Period.
I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta leave it all on the table. I can't. When I leave this earth, and I know that's probably in another 100, 200 years, I'm gonna leave right. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is not gonna let me leave until you know what I'm saying, that my true mission is done.
It's done.
So now I understand patience.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this: are you familiar with the movie Training Day?
A little bit.
Okay, well, I know you know the infamous part that everybody has been talking about for years. The King Kong ain't got nothing on me. How you just playing in Pelican Bay. So when director Kamal Smith was here, he did a little sample of it for us because he also acts. So I would like to put you on Front Street and have you do it. You may not know all of the words.
Hold on. We can't personalize it for him a little bit. What's your favorite movie?
I don't know.
Because you gotta, it's what he feels. Because last week, right?
Yeah.
He said that was his favorite movie.
Yeah.
So he said it was his favorite movie.
But I think he got it in because we can make him do two. Two different ones. We can have fun with it, Rico.
I like what you're thinking. I'm excited regardless.
We can have fun with it.
Oh, so you want to play with some range a little bit?
Yes, that's what we're doing.
All right,
that's
so I can get into a different bag.
Can you cry? Can you cry on demand?
Listen, I ain't about to be crying, but let me tell you something.
Look, your wife over there cracking up.
The crying is just like, it's overrated. Like,
how do you do it? You start crying.
Your emotions
just bust it out.
No, your emotions got to do it. It got to be right. Like, I tell my students that too. Stop trying to force a crying scene. If it doesn't require it, don't force it.
Okay.
Like, it could be in the script. It could be in the
because you still can express hurt without the tears.
Man, you can express everything.
In so many different ways.
You can express anger, laughing. You can express sadness, smiling. You can play with. That's the thing about life. See, we all come from different walks, so you got what makes you laugh might make you cry.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it might make her just go out and just
start going crazy. Okay.
So you just gotta know, like, pay attention. The best thing an actor could do is just pay attention to the world.
Okay.
And just like, okay, that was different. You know what I'm saying? And then just I'm gonna tuck that.
Yeah.
And for those upcoming actors or the new actors that's in the business, or even the actors that's like, pay attention to what makes an actor get to this point in the scene or any scene.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. And then we're gonna come right back to this. Okay. But how do you tap into emotions when you're doing scenes that causes for you to be emotional? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you go? Is there a space that you go mentally? Because I know before, when I did a couple of movies and I was working with people, they tapped into certain places and they were there. You know what I'm saying? So what works for you? It's time to tap into those different emotions.
We all have situations that brings different emotions out of us. So the easiest method for us to use is what's going to sadden you, what's going to anger you, what's going to make you laugh.
See, I don't want to go back there.
Yeah,
things that hurt me, I try not to go back there.
But as an actor, you sometimes for that moment, you may have to do that. The dope thing about acting though is if you're in a scene with the right partner, like, and this is what I was gonna say a few minutes ago. If you're in a scene with the right partner, You don't have to go there. It could be your partner can be playing. It's like a real intense game of ping pong. If y'all hitting and banging off each other the right way, it's gonna happen. The magic is gonna happen. That moment, them tears, everything, the jitter, the little tremble in the lip, the blink, all that's gonna happen. So it's a matter of the two entities that's in that room, or if it's in a monologue status, it's just that what led up to that moment is gonna pull that emotion out.
Now, you just said monologue. For new actors who are coming up and they want to get into movies and stuff like that, explain to them what a monologue is.
A monologue is 1 to 2 minute piece, just solely. It's not with pertaining to any other. You don't have another character in that moment, and you want to pick a monologue, right? That where you can tap into at least 3 different dimensions in your range. Not you want to talk into the subtle. You want to talk into that median range, and you want to take it there, but you want to come back out of that because everybody don't like to be yelled at. You know what I'm saying? Or hear that. So you got to know how to, bring that down. So you want to pick when you pick monologue, you want to pick the monologue that has you expressing at least those 3 range elements.
So let's get to this training day range. I want to see what you got.
So what scene with the infamous one?
Yes. I mean, even if you don't know all the lines that you do know, let me see, let me see that range. Let me see.
He had to move the cup.
I had to know this was coming, right?
Drop the bomb on them.
You know what I'm saying? Here it come.
He's going there.
Oh, I'm excited.
Me too. It's gonna be fun.
What? Hold on. I want to mess up this. Meditation.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Look at you motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh, this what the fuck you think you're gonna do to me? Oh, you motherfucker. Hey, Jeff, come here, man. Hey, you motherfuckers, I will have all you son of a bitches on 23-hour lockdown. You fucking with the right one. Yeah. Son of a bitch. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
Okay, then. Drop that hand clap.
Hey, yo, look.
Drop the hand clap.
We'll get a real time.
Look, this is what we do on Raw With Renika. We have fun. It's raw. It's real. This is what we do.
You gotta
that
have
was amazing.
Renika show.
Yeah, I gotta get some little trophies and all of that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're gonna come up with. We finna be doing this every
like
show.
The Oscars.
Yeah.
No one's getting slapped. No one's getting slapped.
They just running here slap.
Rico, you are crazy. That was amazing.
That was dope.
Anytime I really do like monologues, I don't really tamper with Denzel. The reason why I don't tap with Denzel is because most of his most memorable.
I love Denzel.
Like his moments, like they shouldn't be fucked with.
Yeah,
like, it's like that's the Godfather. But
we finna be messy.
Go ahead.
We real messy.
Uh-oh.
I want you to call somebody out that needs to come on Raw With Renika, who's an actor, who needs to show their range and do the same thing. Who would you like to call out to come on the show?
It's like a actor
to do
battle.
Yes. Call them out.
It's okay.
I wish we could play that song. Call them out. Call them out.
Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. It's hard to yell with the bell rails in your mouth.
Call somebody out. Call
Murder,
them out. Because I'm going, ooh, Murder Pain.
That's my brother, man. Ooh. And he know why I man, shout out to Murder Pain, man. That's my little brother. Listen, give you a little fun fact about me and Murder, man. I watched and I helped and I, like motivate Murder to even take film seriously.
Yeah.
And I just seen him at the after party for Ear to Ear. And he was right. brother is so humble and so talented. Like, I think it's more people, and I'm getting chills saying this. I think if the camp over there pushed him, they'd be more surprised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't put a cap on him.
Yeah.
He in his bag.
And people love him. They love him all the time.
And
they
guess what?
talk about him all the time. They love him.
The camp got to push him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because he got it. It's just, you only going to go as far as the people that's around you.
Yeah.
And that's not being messy. That's
well,
just
I'm glad you called him out. That part, me having you call him out, that's being messy. That's being messy. I want him here. I want to see his range. I want to see what he's capable of.
Bring it out.
Now, let me ask you this too. Right now in the city, we have a lot of upcoming actors, male, young men. Is there anyone that you have your eye on in particular that has caught your attention that you like?
Yep.
He gonna be something else. He's doing his thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Who?
And
who? Tell me who.
I tell him every time I see him. Antonio Jackson.
Okay.
Antoine Jackson.
Yeah.
Every time I see him.
I just saw him. I just bumped into him at the CBS.
Man, very humble guy.
Yeah.
Very talented. And I tell him, what I'm talking about, man, he's up for nomination for Best Male Actor in Narc. Yeah,
It's a few of them for me. Like I got and I don't know if you ever work with him, but this young man named Joseph, he was in my movie Family Divided, and Brian, I love them. Like I would love to work with them again.
See, I ain't worked with him yet.
Yeah.
See, it's a lot of new talent. Yeah. It's a lot of new talent. I'm game. Like
they amazing.
This year, 2022 has started it. And I'm back in that bag, like the actor's bag. I do have a dang, my lie just went blank. I guess we
get it together. This raw. This is what we do. Let the people know. He getting
my lie back together. Hold on. These new guys, man, I definitely want to step on that. I definitely want to step on the platform with them, and because it's nothing like it's like Kobe playing against Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You want to like keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not calling myself Kobe or Jordan, but I'm just giving it the scenario.
Yeah.
I know what's going to keep me sharp. You know what I'm saying? I know what has
keep
kept
you
me.
On your toes.
Yeah, like I don't get comfortable. Like people don't even understand, and my wife don't even get it at times. Like the amount of work that I put into the craft is like you gotta really be up in your bag to really like go there with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying that very humbly. Like I really put time, I really put effort. I really I'm gonna tell you, and I want you to come. I want you to come too. I'm gonna tell you where my hard work has got me. It's got me a lead role in the stage play. I've never had a lead role.
Okay.
In anything.
Oh my goodness.
In anything.
Period.
Never got it.
Congratulations.
But the lead role, it's in a play. It's in a stage play, and I'm a pastor.
When is the play?
It's Halloween weekend.
Oh, I love Halloween.
Yep. Shout out to Sherry here. Shout out to Sherry Henderson. The name of the play is Hell is Real.
Okay.
And
I definitely want to come see you play a pastor.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope.
Just keep me reminded, like so I can come and support. I definitely want to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, playing a pastor?
Man, I'm so excited
because this is your first time playing a pastor.
I'm so excited because it's gonna just gives me the opportunity just to stretch myself a little bit farther and a little bit farther. I know I can pull it off because I understand the calling I got on my life.
I watched the movie and oh my God, I hate that I can't remember the name of it right now. It was kind of like Rain Man, but better. I was emotional. And the man, he was autistic, right? I believe he was autistic, but he was high functioning autistic to a point. And he had a little girl. He ended up having sex with a woman. They had a daughter, and the lady left the baby on him. And he was able to raise the daughter up until she was about 7 years old. And the school wanted to take the little girl away from him because they felt like at that point she was smarter than him. You know, he had his team, everything had to be the same. And so as his daughter started getting older, like she would want to go to different places with her friends and stuff like that, and he couldn't handle it. And I'm asking you this because Do you think you could play a part like that, like a mentally challenged person? Do
Absolutely.
you think you could play that part?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How would you tap into that?
I definitely would want to take time. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? It's nothing rushed. I definitely would take time when it reference the struggles. You know what I mean? I would definitely have to YouTube. I would definitely have to find locations where these type of patients are.
Yeah.
These type, you know what I mean?
I'ma send you the movie so you can watch it because I think you will love it. It's been out for years, but I'm just getting hip to it. But I think you would enjoy it and you can learn something from it. You
Yeah.
know, I feel like every time I watch a movie now, I'm learning from it. I watch it to learn and take notes and pick up things because I've always said I didn't want to be an actor. Oh. I've always said I didn't want to be an actor, but
Right.
I think I want to, do some little
And
cameos
look,
now or something.
listen, as a creator, it's okay to create yourself and
Yeah.
recreate yourself.
Yeah.
Like, don't put no cap on yourself.
Yeah.
Don't put no limitations on yourself because the last thing that you want to do is take it to the dirt with any type of thoughts on woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I should have did that. You know what I'm saying? It just has to happen that way for you to like. We got a life and we got to fulfill it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to fill it up. Your cup, that's your cup that you got to fill up.
I'm gonna show up to some of their casting calls.
Why
I'm gonna
not?
be in there with my head
And
shot.
listen and take it serious. And take
Yeah.
it serious. Like I'm gonna be the one to tell you, take it serious.
Yeah.
They gonna
I wouldn't be disrespectful to, their production or what
Yeah.
they're doing. I'm definitely gonna take it serious.
Yeah, take it serious.
Yeah.
That way they take you serious.
Mhm.
Okay, wait, hold on. She's
Yeah.
shout out to Jada. She did the premiere
Mhm.
and then went from a producing to back to actor mode.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Jada been on go mode.
Shout out to Kamal. Kamal, he produces, directs, and
He
acts.
do everything.
You know what I'm
Sing,
saying?
act. He said he tried Jodeci. So
Like
no.
we gotta in our culture, we gotta recognize these things, man.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, let's get it. Write yourself in the script.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Don't think about it. Right? Make that shit happen. Like it's Scorpio
I thought
season.
about it. Like
look,
I have thought about
it's
it.
Scorpio season all
Hey,
year.
Scorpio
all
season.
year.
Yes.
All year.
Yeah.
Queen.
Scorpio's the bomb too. So listen, I want to go back and touch on when we were talking about you possibly playing a mentally ill or mentally challenged person. What do you think would be the most difficult thing about that for you? Trying to learn, you know what I'm saying? How that works for them or
just their day to day, man.
Mhm.
Like
It's
how does some
difficult for
people
them.
like how did it is it from as simple as going to the bathroom, as
Mhm.
simple as attempting to have a conversation,
Mhm.
as simple as what if no one's there to try to prepare a meal? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, like, how are we able to do this?
Mhm.
Like, and if they have people there taking care of them, right? I definitely want to talk to them.
Yeah, and let's
see.
shout them out for a minute too, for a second, because loving someone who's going through that has to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Some days, because every parent wants their baby or their child to be perfectly healthy.
Man,
And so when you're loving a child who has some type of ailment, it's difficult because I think sometimes parents really don't want to talk about it because for some reason in communities it's like embarrassing when you don't have the perfect child. But in reality, there's not one perfect child. But do you get what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like people be embarrassed to talk about it. People are ignorant, they say things, they do things. So you're super protective, you're super loving, you're tired because you're giving. A parent already gives 500%.
Yes.
So now you're giving 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And you sacrifice so much. So I want to shout those parents out too, or anybody. You don't even have to be a parent, auntie, uncle, grandmother, anybody.
Caretaker,
Yeah,
anybody.
anybody. So I just want to them out for being there for them.
And not quitting on them, man.
Yeah, and finding the strength to keep going. Especially the ones who working full-time jobs, cooking, cleaning, doing that, like just everything. And then imagine you don't have any help, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, it's got to be a lot. Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah.
Or you playing in a movie where you're playing the parent of someone who they don't necessarily have to be autistic because that's not the only thing that's going on. But, you know, I don't know what, but just your child is sick, something's wrong with them, like, you know.
Yeah.
And shout out to Zoe.
Shout out to my brother Zoe.
Shout out
Listen,
to Zoe. I gotta
I'm getting
shout
chills
him out.
again. I'm
Let
getting
me
chills
shout him
again.
out
I'm getting
because a family divided, kind of touched on that.
Yeah.
And Zoe played the dad. Zoe. First of all, my cast, they were amazing. I said that with Kanye and myself, but they were amazing. So shout out to everybody who had anything to do with a family divided. And they all did excellent. They all did amazing. I'm not taking anything away from any of them, but I want to shout out Zoe because how I know of Zoe and how I met Zoe, to me, I wasn't for sure if he could transform into that because he's not a dad, you know, and things like that. And so it was my husband who actually said, baby, give him a chance.
Yeah.
And I told Zoe that whenever I was like, you better thank my husband because he knows my husband. So I'm like, you better thank my husband because I ain't think you could, man.
Listen.
Come on, Zoe.
Here's a real dope fact, right? Me and Zoe talked about because I auditioned for that same role, right? But listen, right? Because this not messy, but this is just real fact. And when he found out I had an audition, he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Wait a minute, bro." I said, "No, bro. Listen, kill that shit.
Yeah.
Like, take it, run with it." Because prior to that, we had just did ear to ear. It was when Dom had told me when we went to go get fitted, it was me, Dom, went to go get fitted. And I had told him, like, bro, he was telling me, like, man, something different. We had a whole conversation in Fairlane, like, yeah, bro, we got to do stuff different. Like, so for him to land that role right after that, like, it was
divine timing for him.
It was divine time, and now look what happened.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He has, you know, and shout out to my brother Zoe, man. You know, he's just recently lost his mom.
Yeah,
you know, and he's going through it. So now he is like seeing what it feels like to have to, you know, lose one. That, you know.
Yeah.
So man, it was dope to like see my brother land something and speaking into fruition like right after.
Well, I can't wait for y'all to see the movie, and
I'm excited. I would definitely see that one.
I can't wait for y'all to see it because I really want y'all to see what they done. And there's one scene in particular that when I watch Zoe, like it literally brings tears to my eyes. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. He did his thing, suited and booted.
Yeah.
He was a good looking dad. He was a good looking dad, you know, but that's what I wanted. He was fly. He had the Picos on. You know, Zoe loved the gym shoes, jogging pants, basketball shorts.
Me too.
Yeah. But I told you got to clean up for this dad.
Right.
He was a good looking dad. So yeah, I can't wait for y'all to see it. I really
shout
can.
out to Zoe, man.
Yeah.
That's my dog. That's my dog. Good brother. Good brother.
And I'm glad to hear that, you know, it worked out for him that y'all had talked about it. And then right afterwards.
Man, it was like boom, because he was talking about moving to Atlanta, taking this, you know, he had been already like taking different classes and stuff like that. But then when I told him, he's like, "What?" And because I congratulated him on it, because I seen it how it went after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "I didn't move." I'm like, "Nah, bro, you."
Because it took me a couple of days to decide on him.
This was you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what. And now I'm gonna speak to the upcoming actors and actresses out here. Like, don't get caught up. You know who you are. Everything is not going to always fall your way. It's not that you didn't do what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
But the vision we had, like, that's big.
And I'm glad that you just said that, because the vision in the person's mind, the creator's mind, the writer, you know what I'm saying? Not only do we have a vision for a story that we want to tell, we even picture the characters, how we want them to look, from the ladies to the men to the children. Well, at least for me, I know that I
Right.
do. So even though I was like going back and forth with Zoe, he still had the look that I wanted him to have.
Right.
You know, because I wanted a biracial family, and I needed to match the father, the mother, and the children up where it looked. And I think I did an amazing job. Could you clap the hands for me? Because I did an amazing job on that. Family looks good. The Livingstons, they look great.
The Livingstons
Yeah,
look good.
they look good.
Yeah. Shout out to the Livingstons.
Yeah, they look good. You know, the children and everything. And somebody said to me, like, dang, they look like a family for real. I said, that's what I
See?
do. That's what I
matters.
do.
That's what matters. Like, listen, guys, listen. All new talent. Audition. Do not worry about landing the role, because guess what? The producers, the directors, the CDs, right? They have the look that they're going for. If you don't get the role, it's not that you did a bad job. It's a look.
And let's say this too. You might audition and might not get the part, but you do so well in the audition that automatically in my mind, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, I want to work with them. And they might not be perfect for this opportunity, but even if I have to write them into something, like, because I love people with natural talent. Like, I don't know. I think I just got to opt for that. Like, the people that I like and that I pick and everything. Like, I could be out and about and see somebody and just watch them, their demeanor, how they talk. I'll write a whole movie in my head about them, around them, or a character. So don't be discouraged if you don't get the role for this movie, because when you stand out, when you do a good job and you professional, you got your headshot and everything, and you kill it. In my mind, for me, speaking for me directly, even if I don't have anything for you for this project, yeah, I'm gonna do more, until I can't do them no more. So I'm coming back for you.
Exactly.
I'm coming back for
you. Gotta listen. You did the goal is audition for the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Audition for the relationship. Audition for the future.
Mm-hmm.
You're done after that.
Yeah.
They know what they're gonna cast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up in that. This is a business of being told 90% no and the other 10%.
Dude, I still hear no. Like, I called a few people, wanted them to be on the show, reached out. They like, nobody, I ain't coming on that shit. But it's okay. I don't focus on the nose. I focus on the yes that God give me.
Man, focus on who rock with you. And who rock with
that's
you.
it. That's all. That's
Who
all
said
you can
that?
do. Huh?
Who said you ain't shit?
They didn't say it, but
as your producer, them saying you ain't shit is them saying that
well, they
I
didn't
ain't
say
shit.
it, but them, in so many words,
Tell
that's
them
what it
pull up.
boiled down to.
But see, what happens is right, when viewings and ratings go up, y'all know the saying, like, oh man, I just had something on the floor.
I couldn't do it at that time.
If you want to get, you gotta fight me.
Yeah.
If you said no the first time, you gotta fight
on.
me to get on the second time.
Put the gloves on.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, you know what? It is cool. It is cool. I understand how the game is played.
Yeah.
It is cool because guess what? I'm still having some great guests on my show. I'm still doing my thing. It didn't stop anything. I'm still going. Even with a hoarse, raspy voice, I'm still here making it do what it do.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely.
But with that being said, we're going to bring this interview to an end. I want to thank you again. Let me get the hand clap. For coming on the show, King West and his beautiful wife. Thank you so much for coming and just kicking it with me and being raw and real and open and honest and talking about things. One of the things that I like to do here is not just focus on, the acting, whatever it is that you're doing, but just talk about things in life that people are dealing with so we can have a balance. So I really appreciate you for being open and talking about your dad and kids and things like that.
Man, appreciate it.
And then I got to shout you out because we got a project coming up. We're going to keep it on the hush. But I definitely can't wait to start that too.
Man,
so
that's big, and I definitely appreciate it, man. Shout out to, what's your name again?
Hey, man, it's Rico.
Rico and Conspiracy. Like, I had a problem with that a long time ago, right? So I kind of like I will forget that.
No,
like, I know you do. Good,
I'm a
Rico.
different Rico. I'm not a racketeering charge. Don't worry.
I want you to tell everybody where they can find you on social media. Tell people some of the movies you were in, what platforms, and streaming networks they can be found on, what you have coming up, and things like that.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram at King Wesley. Well, actually, it's King Wesley Official on Instagram. King Wesley on Facebook. Ear to Ear. It will be on Tubi real soon. If you want to go check out, if you want to check out, wait a minute, June 20th, the re-release of Transitions, the series.
Okay,
right? That's going to be dope. That's
now who did that? I'm not familiar with.
His name is Hannibal. He's out of the DC area.
Okay,
the DMV area. Like this series is
and it's called Transitions. I want to check it out.
You might have seen the clip that I posted on Instagram. It's me and Sino in it. I got this all white on, and
I saw that. Yeah,
I'm going like Pam
in the office or something like that. Yeah.
I get the trip.
Okay, I want to see that.
So that's a re-release.
Yeah.
I got birthday behavior. It's a long list, man.
Yeah.
Just follow me. Google me at King Wesley. All the movies pop up.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, tell them like Kamal did. Go on like Tubi, type in your name.
Yeah.
Everything you played in, and it'll pop up.
It'll definitely pop up.
Yeah.
Candy is a hit. Man. Upcoming. I am back on the stage. Hell is Real. Holiday. What holiday is that?
Halloween weekend.
Halloween weekend.
I definitely want to check that out too.
Definitely want to check that out. And I just got casted for a Dennis Reed production called Predators. It's written by what's the guy name? I think it's Terry. Somebody's
okay.
Name of it. But yeah.
All right.
And then of course, what we got.
Yeah, what we got going on. We're gonna keep that on the wraps though. Yeah, until we ready to,
Yep.
So, but yeah, again, so thank you for thank you for coming on the show. And that's it. That's all.